friends of the channel, today is Thursday, April 27th, and I have another MLB best bet for you today. And as always, we try to turn $2 into $32,000. We're going to get into that in just a second, but first, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my MLB bets every single day throughout the 2023 MLB season. And while you're at it, smash that like button. Another fun-filled afternoon of MLB action today, and one of the games we're looking at is going to be the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets, and we're going to take over 8 runs in this one. Trevor Williams going to be on the mound for the Nationals tonight. He has a 1-1 record with a 3.38 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. Now, Williams in his career has faced the Mets 5 times. Most of that came with the Pirates, and he has fared very well against them, boasting a 3-1 record. However, the one thing Trevor Williams just doesn't do is strike hitters out, and the one thing that the Mets hitters don't do is get struck out. In fact, they have the 4th fewest strikeouts in the MLB, and actually the 2nd most walks as well, as those, you got to think, are directly correlated. So I expect the Mets to have the bases full of runners tonight. The really hard question is, will they bring the runners home? On the season, the Mets not great, 234 with runners in scoring position. And speaking of the Mets, they will put out Joey Lucchesi on the mound tonight, who had his first start of the season last week against the Giants, pitched phenomenal, 7 innings, only gave up 4 hits on his way to getting that win. But he has struggled against the Nationals in his career, posting a 4.19 ERA in just 4 starts. Historically, though, not a very overpowering pitcher. Like Williams, he will have the hitters put the ball in play. And like the Mets, the Nationals do not strike out. In fact, they're better than the Mets. They lead the majors in the least amount of strikeouts, and it's not even close. It's by like 30 Ks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Both these teams are in the middle of the road in hitting, and honestly, they are very far down in the statistical category of slugging. But to quote Moneyball, they get people on base. Problem is, sometimes they just can't get them home. In fact, the Mets and Nationals are both in the top 6 in runners left on base per game this year, with the Nationals actually being the number 1 team with the most runners left on base per game. Now, that sort of counters my argument with the over tonight, but when you cannot strike anyone out like these 2 starting pitchers, and the Nationals bullpen, who have the 3rd lowest Ks per 9 innings in the league, are going to, at some point in this game, play, that is just a recipe that ends up being a full game of base runners and small ball, and I think we see an old-fashioned stolen base, grinded out type of game, and it ends in a 5-4 victory for someone. So take the Nationals and Mets over 8 runs tonight. Now, that brings us here to our streak where we're trying to turn $2 into $32,000. Will we do it? Probably not. But yesterday, Aaron Judge got us to day 3 after having a 3-for-4 day against the Twins with 5 total bases. 14 days, 14 MLB prop bets, 1 goal, $32K. So today, I'm going to go with Anthony Santander over 1.5 total bases. This pick actually has more to do with Joey Wentz for the Tigers, who is just awful. The guy's having a bad season so far. 7.56 ERA, already on the season. And like Santander today, he's going to have 4 or 5 at-bats against this Baltimore pitching staff. I like him to get an extra base hit and propel us to day number 4. Feel free to join us here on this challenge. Who knows, maybe in a 2-week period we'll be perfect. Probably not, though. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, have a great day, enjoy betting on some baseball, and we'll see you tomorrow with another MLB Best Bet.